In the last 3 years, we have seen unprecedented changes in society. These changes challenge every major paradigm that has shaped our lives, nations, cultures, and communities. It is during times like these that we turn inward for truth. I too began to question the meaning of my existence and the meaning of success. Often, through these quiet, contemplative reflections, we come to find our purpose, our giftings, and even, as some would say, our calling in life. I choose to use my gifts in the service of goodness for the collective. After spending nearly 3 decades in the world of direct marketing, I have witnessed a broad spectrum of changes in our industry. Having built a global organization that generated billions of dollars in sales, I have learned invaluable lessons in business and in life. I have been called to start a project that honors 2 words: love and contribution. I am building a global community that is focused on the well-being of everyone around us, physically, financially, and spiritually. With that said, get ready, for you're about to be a part of something meaningful, fun, and genuinely profound. It is time to get excited and rise to the calling of something far greater than what has been.
So, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Thank you to everyone who's joining me on this call. Today is a really exciting time, and today we're going to, have a great lineup of conversation for you today, and I'm really quite excited, and I'm very honored to be able to be here today, to share with you a couple of things about a global project that myself and quite a few of us are already involved in. So a little bit about myself. My name is DEPHY, and I'm based in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. And I'm someone who's been in the consulting business for about 30 years now. And, I've provided consulting solutions for companies, and I've also provided consulting solutions for people in business, individuals in business. And the thing is, I am a little bit of an introverted person. And being a little bit of an introvert, I've always avoided anything that has to do with sales. And I've built an entire career around consulting simply because, I didn't think I was very, very good in sales. And so I avoided several types of industries. And network marketing is definitely one of those industries that I thought I could never, ever be involved in. And then I found out that things have changed so much that it is possible for anyone like myself, anyone in careers, people who have built a bunch of skills in a variety of work that they've done over a long span of career, you could actually get involved in this industry and get totally excited and be able to use those skills accumulated over tens of years, and to have those skills get rewarded, in this industry as well. And so I'm really excited to be able to share with everyone here a little bit about a company that allows people like myself and anyone else out there, who might be a little bit introverted, or who is not even, to get involved and to be a part of something exciting. So for a moment here, let me just share my screen. Let me just share my screen a moment here. Okay. Just give me a moment. So the company that I found myself wanting to get involved in and to be a part of is this company called Three. And together, the vision of Three is a place where people could become entrepreneurs and get involved in a huge movement that's happening across the world. One of the things that Three is about is the ability to combine physical wellness, financial wellness, and spiritual wellness. And that is such an interesting calling. That's such an interesting story. And for me, as a person who's been in consulting for many, many years, having a company that had a vision that included a lot of things that us human beings really, really want in life is really heartwarming. Three is founded on three massive pillars. One of it, and the most important, I think, and it is so with a lot of businesses also, is that their people are very important in the business. And I love that they're saying this up front. I love that they're putting this up front, that people, the community in which they operate, the community for which they serve is important for Three. And the other thing on the pillars about Three is its purpose. Three is built on a global community that has a purpose of creating well-being for everyone in its community, as well as possibly around the world, through connection and contribution. And the most important thing, the other pillar of Three, is its vision to provide a platform that is going to drive its purpose much further. It's going to drive health, it's going to drive financial security, and it's going to drive the opportunity for people to get together and achieve some of the things that they want to achieve through health and wellness. So these are the three pillars that the company Three is founded on. The CEO of the company is a gentleman by the name of Daniel Pico, and I met him when I was in Hong Kong, and he's an amazing guy. Aside from the fact that he's really tall, and when he speaks, he's so in touch with people around him and with all the things that people feel around him. He's also very, very successful in business, and I love that. I come from a business background, and I totally respect the fact that he has had a lot of background experience in technology success, and that is absolutely, that's absolutely important for a company that is born in this century and in this millennium. So the mission of the company is to provide a platform that enables people like myself, who've been in business for a while, people who've had long careers, anyone who wants to be an entrepreneur. The company's purpose or mission is to provide a platform that inspires each of us to be at our best and to give of our best on a daily basis. And it's hard to imagine how exciting that is, for me. And for myself personally, I've been in so many different environments, and it's so refreshing to be involved in a movement that that feels good to be part of on a daily basis. So this company Three is very young and it's very new. And I always tell people this: the company is new, but the people around the company who are running the company, who are operating it, the people involved in the company, they're not new. They've got loads and loads of experience, and they came together. They came together to provide this opportunity and to create this company in such a way that it would offer to a lot of people around the world what they needed. So in phase one, Three has already opened and is able to deliver its products in 15 different markets, and that's amazing. In my time as a business owner, I opened in 2 countries, and that was already too many. So I'm really impressed with the fact that in phase one, they're shipping products to North American countries, Canada, US, and a large part of the countries in Southeast Asia, and very significant markets at that. And that's really, really exciting. What it means to me, really, as a business owner, is that Three gets all the work done, and they do the shipping. They handle all the deliveries to various different customers. So if I had a friend in a different country, that would really, really work for me very well, because 3 handles all of that, all of that stuff, which is really different when I was in business and I had to handle it all myself. So that's really, it's amazing. So what does 3 offer really, and why is it not just another company? So I'm a consumer of wellness products. I've been taking supplements for several years of my life, and I've changed from various different things. I've taken various different things, and none of them have actually stood out the way 3 has for me. The company 3 is a company that prides itself in the art of innovation. And today, when we look at some of the best and most important developments in science and technology, it is through the art of innovation. So 3 is a leader it's positioned to be a leader for its products simply because they're involved in all the key activities of innovating. They explore, and then they put together all of the molecules. They curate, they select the best to create products. And finally, they have the technology that makes these products highly bioavailable, which basically means if we're able to absorb more of the content of the supplements that we take, the value of these supplements to our body is much higher. So that's the magic of 3, and that's their secret sauce, the secret ingredients, right? That's the difference between 3 and a lot of other things out there. So the gentleman behind this innovation is Dr. Dan Gubler. He's the Chief Scientific Officer for 3. And this morning, he was just on this, there was a massive call where Dr. Dan Gubler was talking about the science and the technology. And I was, it's totally mind-blowing. The company 3 offers a science and technology that no other company has right now in terms of supplements. And Dr. Dan Gubler is not a stranger in the market. He comes from one of the best universities in the world, and he's already a health influencer. And not only that, he's got patents granted or pending for his work, and he's done a lot of work in terms of formulation, creation, inventing products for nutrition. And so he's a key guy with a lot of experience. But here's the one thing that makes him very stand out for me, is that his grandfather is one of the team members that discovered vitamin B1. And that fact stands out to me. And so when I think of Dr. Dan Gubler, I think of him being in a part of a sort of a family chain of scientists, and that's really exciting. Together with Dr. Dan Gubler, 3 has a scientific advisory board, and these are very distinguished people who sit on the advisory board. They come from various top universities, medical facilities in the U.S., and also from different sections of the medical industry. And what they do, well, they're not paid, but what they do is they help with providing some information and coordinating and making sure that they're help on a Wellness Wednesday. What they do is actually they sit with a lot of the users and provide a lot of explanations or help us to understand the products better. And I love their work. I love the fact that they're making time to get involved with one of the best companies and wanting to be a part of it. So the scientific advisory board of 3 is chaired by Dr. Dan Gubler. So what does 3 actually offer? In many conversations that I've had with various people, when I tell them about 3, one of the things that happens in Asia is they would say, hey, why do I have to buy products, right? Like I can just go and get the one thing that I want from a pharmacy store, like ginkgo nut or this or that. But then here's what it is, right? 3 comes with 6 ready-made products that have been formulated by Dr. Dan Gubler, and it contains a lot of the stuff that already sits as individual boxes or bottles on a lot of people's shelves. So the first product that's really very exciting is Vitality. And, you know, when I first took Vitality, the first thing that I noticed is that my body felt a lot together, you know, it felt really good. And what I tell people is that it's a superfood and it provides all the nutrition that an adult person needs in a day. And, you know, what it does for me, really, honestly, is the fact that it's convenient. So Vitality is really convenient. I don't have to think too much about what to choose for the day. You know, I don't have to think about what to put together for my vitamins for the day. I just go for Vitality, and that's great, right? Collagen. This is another amazing, you know, product, right? And you know, as a person who's kind of in my mid-50s, you know, when I go to the doctor and you know, I complain of a little bit of ache and pain, you know, the advice that I get is deal with it. It's called part of aging. And I remember the same advice, you know, when I accompanied my parents to the doctor some 30 years ago, and I'm thinking to myself, surely this cannot be. 30 years later, we're giving the same advice, which is like, deal with it. It's all part of aging. And you know what? I think things like nutrition and supplements like collagen have changed my life, because now, you know, the aches and pains, it's a little bit it's a little bit different. It's kind of gone in most, you know, most parts of my body. The little things that used to bother me, that's gone away. And I feel a lot better. So it helps with better skin. It helps also with skin, hair, and nails, and also joints. And for me, joints was really one of the most, you know, valuable differences that I saw for myself. Eternal. I love Eternal. It tastes really, really good. And Eternal is one of the top products in 3, simply because it has 200 milligrams of highly bioavailable resveratrol. And what it does is it supports general body health. And for myself, I consume a lot of Eternal on a general daily basis, simply because, you know, there's you know, you go through moods up and down. And for me, Eternal is a great help when it comes to hard days and tough days. And guess what? As a consultant for some of my clients, you know, I recommend that they take some of the Eternal as well, especially when they're going through tough and stressful career moves or changes. Revive. Here's another amazing product. And what Revive does is it controls, it gives the body the ability to retain a healthy inflammatory status. And what that means for me is that exercise recovery is a lot better. What I used to not be able to do, because it would be too painful the next 2 to 3 days if I did a lot of exercise. Well, now I'm a lot more mobile and more active, right? And Revive has helped a lot with making sure that although there's some soreness, it didn't have that kind of pain, that sort of pain that was, you know, hard to move. And, you know, it supports healthy joints as well. So Revive is one of the big things for me in the 3 range of products. My friends whom I've talked to about 3, they all love Purify. Me too, but they've had great success stories with Purify. It is a detox product. What it does is it's made out of plants, it's green, it's chlorophyll based. It goes into cells and it takes out all of the heavy metals that's really sitting in our cells. And oh my gosh, that is such an amazing relief for the body when it can be cleansed of stuff that shouldn't be there. And, you know, you see changes in your overall body functions. You know, you feel better. You feel generally, you know, more functionable, I think. And so it's been great, right? You see some changes in the skin as well. You know, you see changes in the joints where there have been some stiffness as well. So it's really amazing. And it detoxifies the liver, the lungs, the colon, the kidney, and the skin. So yeah, it's another amazing product with fantastic benefits, right? And when it comes to immune, it looks like one of those simple products. It comes across as, oh, this is just another simple capsule, right? But oh my gosh, it is an amazing health product, simply because it maintains your health. It keeps you safe from the various different things that's going on outside. And these days, there's a lot of stuff in the air. It's a lot of stuff in the food and the things, and it's a lot of stuff where there's a lot of people too. And what immune does is it helps it helps our body to fight off all those things that when it comes in and it shouldn't be there, all the alien invaders. It keeps the body healthy, and it keeps our ability to fight those external invaders, all those bugs and stuff. And therefore we get sick a lot less often. There have been a lot of great results with this, with myself and my friends. And on top of that, it keeps the body healthy by ensuring that there is a good 80% immune system in the gut, right? So yeah, that's another product that, at first when I saw immune, I was like, oh, okay, I understand it, but I'm well. But you know what? Immune is right now one of the most important things that I make sure I take once or maybe even twice a day, every day. Yeah. And, when we talk about products, and just a couple of days ago, I had some conversations with people who are involved in the industry, where they look at various different products, and they were pretty gobsmacked, because this report shows that the products created under 3, the case studies, the reports show that the product absorption rate is far higher in the 3 products than what is available out there. And Eternal is like 9.5 times, right? 9.5 times more absorbable. Purify is 8, almost 9 times more absorbable than all the stuff out there. Revive is 3 times, 30% more absorbable than general anti-inflammatory products out there. So these results are really very important, because when we're talking about consumption of supplements, we want supplements that work, and we want supplements that's going to make a difference fast. And so, this report is really very important and very significant, for me. And yeah, I've shared it with a lot of people, and it's really amazing. The other thing that comes to show how to show the quality of the products, and to show the ability of 3 to create amazing products, is the fact that all of 3 products are sitting in the physician desk reference, which basically means that, hey, whenever a doctor needs to look through a list of things to recommend their patient and to know what works for what, 3 products are all available, are in the dictionary, in the reference for doctors, medical doctors, to also recommend to their patients. And one of the most important things I learned from Dr. Dan Gubler's talk this morning is that there's a lot of supplement companies out there, a lot, but not everybody has their products in the physician desk reference. And wow, 3 has only 6 products, and all 6 products are in the physician desk reference. Isn't that so amazing? So yeah, I'm really proud to be associated with a company that it doesn't just produce good products, but it also sits where it counts. They have a reputation that sits, the product quality sits where it counts. So that's really, really amazing. And, whenever we have great products, there's a great opportunity that comes with it. As a business person myself, I said a little earlier, one of the difficult things about business really is trying to create a great product, a product in our companies, right? As a business owner, have a product or have something that could outdo the competitors and, really do well. And most of the time that's hard. But with 3, all of that is already done. And what 3 offers is the opportunity for anyone to create some income out of referral marketing. And that's really amazing because, like I said earlier, there's some industries that I never wanted to be a part of simply because I didn't want to be involved with sales. I'm a little bit of an introvert. And I just thought I could never get involved with anything that had to do with sales. But you know what? 3 is new, and it's completely not what I thought things were. And I'm really happy to be associated with that. So let me tell you a little bit of what 3's income streams look like and what it might look like for you if you choose to get involved and get a little bit involved in building the business, right? So there are 3 has 8 multiple streams of income. And the first is retail commissions. Anyone who buys a product off the surface of the website or the front page of the website, if your friend buys from your website, you'll make 25% of the price of the product. And this is currently available in North America. But out here in Asia, I tell you what, our friends don't want to buy things at retail price. They would prefer to buy things at the same price that we are buying at. And and people can do that simply by opting to be a preferred customer and by paying simply just a $30 per year fee. They would be able to buy products at wholesale price throughout the year. So this is great, right? I mean, this is one of the best options for your friends because they would then be able to buy products at wholesale price. But you know what? Out here in Asia, it gets even more, if there's more attached to it, they would love to know. And so for most of my friends, they choose the option of getting products at wholesale price and being able to have the opportunity to earn something should they choose to do a little bit of the business. And so when they go to your if your friends go to your website and they choose any of these 4 packages, anything from $200 to about $1960, you would be able to earn anywhere between $25 to $350 US. Now, all of us operate by having a website. And so, you know what? If we keep sending links to friends on all sorts of things, it's so easy to send our own website link to all our friends and just show them exactly what they can do and how they can opt for any one of these packages. And this is one of the income streams through the process through the system of 3. But earlier I had kind of mentioned that I didn't I wanted to get involved in 3 simply because there were options. It provided the ability for me to leverage on some of the skills that I had built for over a long career in consulting. And one of these income streams is the team commission. So as someone who's been in consulting, building teams and teamwork is a really big part of my life. And I'm really excited that in 3, I get to get paid for it, right? So anyone who's had a long career in building teams and teamwork, this is going to be really, really exciting. So what does that really mean? So the computer system of 3 is such that anytime you build a team, you're going to kind of position people on kind of the left side of your team or the right side of your team. And what that means is that anytime your friend or your friend's friend or your friend's friend's friend, and that could go on like a very long line, people who purchase products from 3 that had originated from your recommendation to a friend at some point, what's going to happen is that there's going to be points that's going to accumulate up onto your team from the left or your team from the right. And what happens is the computer is going to be looking at all of these points, and it's going to convert points into US dollars. And that's really fascinating because it could happen when you're sleeping. It could happen, anytime in the weekend. It could happen when you're not looking. And I love this income stream. So what it is also a global seamless income stream, which basically means if you had a friend in Singapore or in Thailand, they could be a part of your team just as well. And these bubbles that we see on the screen, which is just like 6 or 7 bubbles, but if you think about it a little further, hey, what if your friend and friends and you did some work on it, and a few people did some work on it, there could be a lot of bubbles in your organization, right? And that would amount to a lot of points, and a lot of points amounts to a lot of cycles. So the company pays a maximum of 500 cycles per week, right? So the computer system already works that way. And I keep telling everybody, no, you don't have to sit down and count this with paper and pen. No, you don't. Because the computer system in 3, it's got this platform is automated. And every time it sees points on the left, 300 or 600 on, and vice versa on the opposite side, 300, 600 or 600, 300, it's going to take those points and it's going to put $35 in your account, right, in your wallet. And that's really, really amazing. So this is known as the team commissions. And I love it because I've spent a long career building teams. And over here in 3, I get paid for using some of those skills in building teams and helping people to move their business and really just, creating some teamwork in 3. So what happens when you've kind of got a pretty good team and you're able to help other people to make money in 3, and you're able to kind of help teams to grow, right? Have some teamwork, right? The company pays what is called the leadership matching bonus. And this is really the check match, which means that 3 pays people for helping people to be successful in 3. And that's really amazing because you know what? For people who've people like myself, again, I say, it's just that we spend a really long time talking about leadership, but over here you actually get paid for it, and that's really, really amazing. So what that means is that you get check match of 20%. So if you've helped a friend to be more successful in learning the 3 business and building the 3 business and knowing how to do it and getting out there and making money out of that, the company pays you 20% of what that person earns. Now they get their 100%, but on top of that, the company pays an additional 20% to you because you had a part to play in their success. And this goes to 15% for their friends, and 10%, and then 5 all the way down to level 7. And so really, this is amazing because the leadership matching bonus is check match with the number of people that you've helped to make successful, help them to become successful in this business. So it's really, it's really fascinating. Yeah. And the next income stream is the global leadership bonus pool. So what 3 does is its total sales, they take 3% of the total sales amount and they share that with individuals and distributors, brand partners who have achieved the rank of 4-star director and above, and according to their contribution to the company. And that's really amazing. So what it really means is the more work you do, the more you get paid, and that's really interesting. Oh, by the way, did I mention 3 pays distributors on a weekly basis in US dollars? So out here in Asia, I think that's a really, it's fun, because we get paid in the same amount or the same currency of price that we actually buy the product. So this is superb, right? So for a very short time only, there is this window of opportunity for anyone who wants to be a part of the pioneering community, and it is the global founders community. So because 3 is a very young company, 3 started just not too long ago, they have provided pioneering opportunities for anyone who wants to be a part of this, of its massive movement. So what it means is that the company takes 2% of the sales for that period of time, and it shares that with anyone who has who is part of the global founders pool. There are some requirements for that, but essentially, if you are building the business and you are already contributing to growth of the company, you definitely want to take this time and this opportunity to be part of the founders pool, simply because you're going to get paid more just because you joined them as part of the pioneering community. So pretty much, how does one get started, right? So if you're on this call and, you know, or you have a friend that you intend to speak with, how would anyone get started? So basically, tell your friends, or if you're on this call, here's what you do. Pick any one of these packs, from the intro pack, which has a few products, to a premium pack, or right up to the founder pack. The founder pack is limited time, and you know, after a while, it's not going to be there. So the founder pack is the one that offers you the opportunity to be a part of the founder bonus pool. So basically, let me just put that into context. The founder pack comes with comes with being in the founders pool. So it's got a bunch of products, and so when you purchase the founders pack, you're going to get products, and you also get the opportunity to participate in the 2% of revenue share, the 2% revenue share with other members of the founder community, according to your contribution to the group. Yeah. And the founders pack comes with a few other wonderful business benefits. But broadly, you know what? If you're someone who's excited to be in the business, you want to build the business, you really want to be thinking about being part of the founder community. Oh, by the way, bonuses in 3 is not once a year. It's every week. So, you know, if you can just imagine, you know, when you're able to grow your business and also get paid every week, that's really fun. So where is 3 really in the big picture of the life cycle of a company? It's really, really just at its formulation stage. And every company goes through broadly 4 stages of growth. So at the very, very early formulation stage, that's when things are just coming together. We're putting products together. And it's at this very early stage that there is a founder's opportunity. The founder's pack is being offered. So at this formulation stage, and then the company goes through concentration, momentum, and finally at its stability stage. So then the question is, where are the most millionaires made? It's made at the momentum stage. So, you know, it's a really fantastic time. So opportunity is about products. It's about the possibility, which is the platform. And it's also about the timing. And so, we're in this call together. It's a fantastic time to be looking at this. So with that, I'd like to say thank you for spending this little bit of time with me. But before we go, I have a lineup of really exciting, brand partners, people who are on this journey of 3 with me, and whom I would like to invite them to come up and to share a little bit of, their journey in 3 so far. So first, I'd like to invite someone who is a retired US naval officer turned entrepreneur. He's got a bunch of hobbies, including traveling, and he's definitely a fitness guy. So I'd like to welcome Nilbert. Nilbert, are you there?
Hi, thank you for having me. That was an amazing presentation there. Thank you so much for having me today.
Good to have you, Nilbert.
So 3, how it began for me was actually more by accident, really, or as I would like to call it, by God's providence. I was on travel with my wife very early this year, and while we were on travel, it was in the Middle East. Actually, we both got very sick, and it so happened that someone from our tour group just offered us these supplements and said, "Hey, Nilbert, if you're open-minded, try these natural supplements. They may help you." And it did. So overnight, both my wife and I experienced immediate relief from like half of our symptoms. And so when I got back to the US, I decided to really take a look at this company. I decided to really research and find out exactly what makes these products really that effective. So I attended an in-person presentation similar to this, and I saw the whole picture. And I really got excited because I know the products worked, and I saw the amazing global e-commerce opportunity, and especially the fact that the company is in 14 countries, one of them being my home native country of the Philippines. So I figured, you know what, this is what I'm basically, I figured this is my calling. I was looking for a business platform to do right after retirement, and this pretty much came my way. I know the products work. I researched into the company. The company's leadership is amazing. Coming from a military background with 22 years of experience working with different leaders, I was very, very pleasantly surprised to find such amazing leadership in a civilian company like this. And then of course I'm already building in the Philippines. I reached out to my contacts in the Philippines, and I'm very, very excited to building a global business. Thank you for having me here.
Thank you, Nilbert. Wow, that's amazing. On a trip, you get supplements. Okay, that's a good trip. So thank you very much, Nilbert. So next, I'd like to invite another person who, these three wonderful people got up so early today, and next on my call, I'd like to invite someone who also got up very early to be with us on this call. She's from Denver. She's been in this industry for over 20 years, and I think she's really got an amazing story coming up. She's also a 3-star elite in 3. So welcome, Anne.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. It's such an honor to be on this with you all, and you did such an excellent presentation. I took some notes from some of the things you shared, so thank you so much. And I just am so excited about this opportunity with 3 because the products have completely revitalized my health. We, don't make any medical claims, but I've had a lot of health issues over the last 15 to 20 years. And when I first tried these products, honestly, within 15 minutes, I felt a difference. And I know that's because of the absorption rates. And now we have all the things you shared. I mean, the testimonials are incredible, but mine, it revitalized my health. And honestly, it really gave me my life back. And I have 5 kids. I have a busy life. It's just, honestly, they've completely helped me. I'm still working with my doctor with all the other things that I have to take, but these being added in with the whole foods, with the phytonutrients, I drank my Eternal this morning, they just have completely just changed how my body is functioning. I went to my physical therapist yesterday, and she's like, wow, like your inflammation's down, just amazing results. And I know that I can attribute it to these products. And so I am so passionate about doing this business because the products have just completely helped me. So very grateful. And it's just such a great opportunity to be a part of something at the very beginning. It's extraordinary. I tell people all the time that I left something that a lot of people would have considered a really great thing, but I really believe that I left something mediocre for something extraordinary here at 3. And so I think if you're looking at this, keep taking a look and join us, because it's an amazing opportunity. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Anne. Thank you for sharing that. Thank you. And next on this call, I'm very honored to welcome someone who comes from Aspen, Colorado, and she's been in this industry for over 20 years, and she's got a lot of success in the past and also in the present. And let's welcome Heidi.
Thank you, DEPHY.
One more.
What's
Heidi,
that?
Heidi is a 4-star director with 3. And I want to make sure that I've we all need to know that you're 4-star director with 3. Thank you so much for being on this call with us.
Oh, thank you so much. It's a total honor. And, I've been asked to share a little bit about why I joined 3 and where I see not just me, but our team, this company, this movement going. And I'm going to start off why I joined. I mean, literally, I have always wanted the best, the most innovative and industry disruptive proactive wellness and anti-aging supplements. And guys, I never dreamed of this. I mean, literally this jaw-dropping science, that supercharges our health. I loved, DEPHY, what you said at the beginning of the call when, so many are going to their doctors with aches and pains and not feeling quite right. And the doctor just says, deal with it. I just am not willing to settle for that. So to be able to join this movement and shift this paradigm from reactive to proactive wellness, I am in. And I guess, the platform for entrepreneurship literally is something I've never seen. It's so exciting, where we consume our overhead. We're able to get healthier than we've ever been and show others how to do the same, and then patch into an income opportunity with zero downside risk and unlimited income potential. I mean, that to me is just what we have is so economically relevant. The timing, I mean, just to land here at the beginning of the beginning of the beginning and really poised for explosive growth, and being able to ride that wave, of momentum. I've never been a part of that. And like you said, I have had enormous success in this industry, this hockey mom, this, person, like, follow me around and my team laughs and literally tongue in cheek. If I can do it, anyone can. With a little passion and grit, anyone can do this with a little passion and grit. And I'll tell you, the last thing I was asked to share is where do I see this going? And I literally see this company becoming a multi-billion-dollar company and shifting the whole paradigm, like I said, from reactive to proactive wellness. And I just can't believe, I left a lot on the table to be here. And I'm so glad I did, to start over with a brand new company. As Anne said, like, I feel like everything I've done has led up to right now, right here, this company, these products, this jaw-dropping science. And really, we're able to make such an impact. And I just cannot believe that in 6 months, my team and I have built well beyond 6 figures in 6 months. And I see us being able to 10 times that in a year from now, 10 times that. So guys, game on. We are just getting started, and we're doing something so significant, so impactful, so exciting. And this is just the beginning. So thanks.
Wow. Thank you so much, Heidi. That was awesome. Thank you for that. And yeah, I think, I want this to be the last stop for me as well. So thank you so much. I want 3 to be the last stop for me. And thank you so much for that. So for everyone who's been on this call with us today, please get back to the person who invited you. And you get the opportunity to jump in right now and get started. So thank you very much. And we'll see you guys again soon. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.